Following Cyber Monday's record-breaking $6.5 billion in online sales, Americans are expected to spend more money online than in stores this holiday season. So I'm going to show you the quickest way to create spellbinding holiday videos to capitalize on the record spending. I'll also show you the brand new Content Samurai features that automate the video creation process. Plus, we have an early Christmas present for you in the shape of a free video template that you can use to create your very own holiday video. Make sure you stick around until the end of the Q&A session, where we share valuable insights on how to get the best traction with your holiday videos.
Welcome to everyone who's attending. This is webinar 15, where we're going to show you how to supercharge your holiday video marketing. What we'll do now is I just wanted to give everyone a quick idea of what's coming up in the webinar. It is probably going to go for around 45 minutes. So if you can't stay around for the whole thing, we are recording it, but I'll give you a heads up of what's coming. So we're going to show you, or we're going to introduce you 6 holiday videos that you should be making these holidays. Quite often people are like, well, I don't know what type of videos I should make. So we've put together a list. We've got some examples of the videos that fall under those categories. So hopefully it'll kind of, get those ideas flowing for your business so that you can crank out some holiday videos, seeing as it's November 29th, now is the perfect time to be making holiday videos. You want to get in early. We're also going to show you a free video template, and it's the same template that we're going to use today for our demo. So we've taken the template, and I'll explain the template a little bit more, so don't worry, I'm not going to just say there's a video template and not explain it. It's a template that we've used to make the demo today, so you guys can see how it looks in its script form and then what the end result is like. And it's probably the easiest template that you can follow. It's very, very easy to do. Wayne is then going to show you, like I said, a demo of that template in action. So he's going to take you through creating that video, and he's also going to show the latest Content Samurai features. So it's been a while since we did a webinar. I think it's been at least a month. So there have been some amazing features launched.
A lot of features.
So Wayne will cover those. And I think he's also going to give a sneak peek at a feature that is going live today, I hope. Fingers crossed. It's in final testing, okay? I don't want to reveal what it is yet, but you probably already know if you're part of the Facebook group, but Wayne is going to show that feature off. And at the end, we're going to try and have time for a Q&A so you guys can ask some questions. I can't promise it. It depends on how long I blabber on for and how long Wayne's demo goes for, but we will try and do a demo at the end. So that's what's coming up in the webinar today. So the first thing that we wanted to cover are the 6 holiday videos that you guys should be making these holidays. And even if you only make one of them, that's great, but we're giving you 6 so that there's 6 types of videos that you can choose from. So I'm going to quickly run through what they are, and I'm going to give you a couple of examples for each. Just to get the ideas flowing in your head of how it might apply to your business or your niche. So the first one is the holiday greeting, or just the thanks video. So this one is a good one to send out to your loyal subscribers or your loyal followers, whether it's on Facebook or your email list. And it could just be a simple thanks video, thanking them for the year that's been. And also another easier one that you can do, and it doesn't have to necessarily go to your list. It can just go on Facebook or YouTube. It's just a 30-second long season greetings type video. So you can just say, hi all. Tom from Noble Samurai here. Just wanted to give you all a message about how great this year's been. Wishing you all the best for your holidays, and hope you have a Merry Christmas, something like that. So it doesn't have to be overly formal or anything like that. It can be super basic, and it's just getting some nice love out there. The second type of video that is a good one to be making is the holiday promotion or a flash sale type video. So I think everyone's probably still buzzing from the whole Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals that just happened. The holiday season is one of those times where businesses are always sending out flash sales and special promos. So if you're in the position to be able to offer a flash sale or a holiday sale for your products or your services, now's a great time to do it. So some examples could be a 50% off flash sale, a specific Christmas sale. A VIP sale is a great one. So if you've got existing members of a Facebook group or an email list, you can do a VIP sale just for those people. And the other one is just an end of year sale. So coming up to the end of the year, offer an end of year sale, and it's a good time to be marketing your product and services. The third type of video is a holiday how-to video. So this one isn't about selling anything or trying to make the most money. It's about getting your message out there, putting your brand or your name in front of new people. And the holidays are one of the best times to do it, because everyone's sort of searching for, how do I do this or how do I do that? So some examples of a holiday how-to video that I might make would be how to make the best Christmas pudding. And you can put your recipe into a video form, and at the end you can also have a call to action for people to leave some comments below or leave their recipe below in the comments, and it kind of creates that buzz. So another example would be how to throw a New Year's Eve party. You could make a video on this with some tips on how to throw a New Year's Eve party, or how to cater for an extended family Christmas. A lot of people have all of their family coming over and they have to cater for a lot of people. So that, a video that shows them how to do that would be a great content video these holidays. Getting on to number 4, end of year recap. Again, a great video to do. It's the perfect time for it. We're about to finish 2017, so you could do an end of year recap. So say, for example, one of our ideas that we would like to do is a 2017 video marketing recap, where we recap the trends of 2017. You could also do just a looking back on 2017, look at events that happened, things like that. And another one that Wayne and I were talking about yesterday is just amazing stories that you won't believe from 2017. I think that's a great viral video idea. You could look up, a few of the just outrageous things that happened this year, and I won't say any of them because some of them might be controversial, but you could just make a video commenting on them, providing some commentary, and yeah, I think that would go viral. So anyone out there that wants to do it, go for it. Number 5, predictions for next year. Predictions are a great video, and especially because we're about to start 2018, if you make them now, you'll get the most run out of them. So you want to make these early on in the year, and preferably you want to make them now so that they're ready to go by start of 2018. So some of them would be, again, for our niche, would be video marketing predictions for 2018. If you're in the fashion industry, you could do upcoming fashion trends. If you're a real estate agent, you could do 2018 real estate predictions, things like that. So again, just apply it to your niche, and it's a good video to make. And finally, the Holiday Listicle. And now this is the one that we're going to show you today. The Holiday Listicle is, I think, one of the easiest videos to make. It's basically, you would have seen them everywhere, top 5 tips to do something, or top 5 ways you can make money online, or top 7 holiday destinations. So they're a popular video format, and we're going to show you those today. So specifically, we're going to show you the 5 simple tricks to choosing the perfect gift. So that's our example that we're going to show today, and we'll show that in the webinar. But first, I'm going to show you the free video template that we use to make the demo video today. So it's called the Video Listicle, and we've put this together, the team at Noble Samurai have put this together. I think we analyzed 137 viral videos on YouTube that each had over 5 million views. And so overall, it's the formula behind 7 billion views on YouTube. So this formula works. It's one of the simplest and easiest formats to follow, but it gets lots of views. So the template that I'll show you in a second what the template looks like, but it's got step-by-step instructions. You don't need to sit there agonizing over what to write. We walk you through it. It's got fill in the blanks type style, so it's quick and easy. You can take, we've got a list of headlines that you can take, some titles that are compelling. So you can take those titles, fill in the blanks, and it's ready to go. It also includes a fully worked example. So as you work through the worksheet, you can see how it progresses to then a finished script. And you can download it at contentsamurai.com/C/W15. Wayne will post that link into the chat box so you can grab it, but we'll also post this in the replay. So don't feel like you need to go and grab the template now. So what I wanted to do now is super quickly just show you what the template looks like. So you can see here it's in the PDF format, so it's super easy to consume. You can print it out, or you can have it on your computer or your phone. And You see there's four main parts to the listicle video itself. So the first one is a compelling title. So for example, for us today, we've chosen 5 simple tricks to choosing the perfect gift. It also goes through the introduction that you should write, the list, so the top 5 holiday destinations or top 5 tricks for choosing the perfect gift, and also a call to action. The call to action is a super important part of your video. So once you've given people some content, it's a good idea to get them to do something, whether that's liking your Facebook page or leaving a comment below or downloading a free ebook that you've put together. Every single video that you make should have a call to action. It doesn't have to be the same call to action every time, but it should have a call to action. So I'll just quickly give you guys a glimpse of what the template looks like. But as I mentioned, it's completely free. So go and download a copy. There's no strings attached. It's free and you can keep it for life. So this is what the template looks like. As I said, you've got the instructions on what you need to do at each point. So step 2, step 1 tells you what to write, add a few sentences of commentary. So this is for the actual listicle part of it, so the top tips. And I just wanted to show you another thing. Sorry guys, I'm trying to make this quick so we can get to the demo because I know that's what we want to get to. These swipe and deploy titles. These titles, I use them all the time when coming up with videos. So I think these are amazing. One of the guys at Noble Samurai put them together, Ben, and he is a genius when it comes to creating video titles. His videos do very well on YouTube. So yeah, download the free template, and if you do, once you've downloaded it, you can make yourself a script like this one. So early in the week, we sat down and we followed the template and we created a script for 5 simple tricks for choosing the perfect gift. So I won't cover it too much because Wayne will show what we do with this video in Content Samurai, but just wanted to show you in its raw form, this is what the script looks like before we put it into Content Samurai. So you can see it's not overly long, it's short, succinct, but it works well for this type of video. So I think we are up to the demo of the video template in Content Samurai and the latest Content Samurai features. So I'm going to kick over to Wayne.
My ears are burning. All right, so I think what needs to happen now is I share my screen. And that will stop you from sharing your screen. Sorry about that, Tom. All right, so now can you see my Content Samurai screen there, Tom, and everybody else? Yes. I'll keep an eye on the chat room. Yes, we can. Thank you, Casey, Susan, Mike. Thank you very much. All right, so now that I've probably gone the longest I've ever gone in my whole life without talking, it's my time to show you the demo. So like Tom said, we use the video listicle template to come up with this script. And it was obviously it's a listicle video. And like Tom said, it's 5 simple tricks for choosing the perfect gift. So we thought that fit with the holiday season, and we're confident this one's actually going to get a lot of traction. It's the right time to be doing, as Tom said, it's the right time to be doing Christmas videos or holiday season videos, and making content for Christmas around now, just before it ticks over to December. And yeah, so I wanted to show you this. We've already come up with a script, like Tom said before. And you'll have to ignore that. My eyes went straight to the to that word, but we're using the American spelling. So you see here that we've already come up with a script. On the left-hand side here, you'll see some options. Now, again, Tom said that it's been about a month at least since our last webinar. And I know we haven't made that many announcement videos, although I have been talking to a lot of users, mainly one-on-one, sometimes in the group, about these new features. So what I'm going to do today is actually go through all of them. I'm going to just explain what they all do and then show you in the script section where you can find certain options. You may have heard these before. If you have, I apologize. I just want to make sure that everybody knows all of these new features because they actually are really, really powerful. So the new features in the script section over on the left-hand side, I'm not sure if you can see my mouse when I'm doing this demo, but I'm trying to do a little outline of where I'm talking about. But you can see in the left-hand side, there's a section called options. There's a drop-down box, automatically fit text to layout. That's not that new. That one's actually relatively old. This drop down will help you. It will help. What am I trying to say? I'm lost for words at the moment. Sorry. That's the choice for putting words on the slide. So you can actually choose to fit a lot of your words on the slide. If you wanted to fit a whole sentence on a slide, you could choose that. You can choose fit a whole paragraph or the automatically fit text to layout. Personally, I would just stay with the automatically fit text to layout because we've actually made that feature really, really handy. And I really think you'll like it. I'll be able to explain it more when we get to the slide section, but I'll keep going on these options. So we got bold keywords for me, which is the next option. Bold keywords for me means that Content Samurai will take a look at the text that's on each slide. It will find the most important words and it will automatically bold that for you. Massive time saver. I don't think since that option's been in, I've done much bolding of my own words. I just let the automatic bolding happen and it seems to be perfect pretty much every time. Next, we have select images for me. What I'll do is I'll hover over the little help icon so you can maybe have a read and you know where I'm up to. So select images for me is the next one. Pretty obvious, it selects images for you. But what it actually does, again, is analyzes the text and finds the most important word to find an image for in our database from the text that's on the slide. Now, that doesn't mean that it always matches up with the words that are bold, if you have bold keywords for me selected, because what Content Samurai is doing is it's finding the most important words on a slide to bold, and that's more for emphasis. But it's also taking a look at the words on the slide and it's finding the best sort of word that visualizes the sentence or the paragraph or whatever words are on that slide. So that's what select images for me does, if that's checked. Then we've got select layouts for me. If you don't know what layouts are in Content Samurai in the slide section, there's a layout segment on the left-hand side in the slides. I will get to that when I get to the slide section. But the select layouts for me will figure out how many words are on each slide, and it will pick the best layout for you. So, so the slide it's visually appealing, and there aren't too many words crammed into a small space. For example, if you actually did have a lot of text on a slide, it probably wouldn't choose the text at the bottom layout, because then the words would become really, really small because there's not much room for the words on the slide. Okay, I'll move down a little bit more. We've got add motion to images for me. So what that does is if there's an image on the slide, it will automatically add a motion. They call it Ken Burns. Some people call it Ken Burns, which just, it's a zoom in type effect or a zoom out type effect, depending on which one you choose for your slides. But it's really, really, really good for keeping viewers' attention. So anybody who's watching a static screen, as I sit here with this screen that hasn't done anything for a long time, explaining that moving screens are really good. So images that have motion to them are really good for capturing attention. Next one, second last, is add slide transitions for me. So in between each slide, there are transitions now in the app. I'll get to them when we go to the slide section, but very quickly, you can automatically have Content Samurai pick the animations for you. So that's all done automatically. And you can also animate the text. So it animates when it comes in. So you see the slide come in and then the text will animate in. So they're the automatic options. So everything I just mentioned there, we have automatic options for. So if these are all checked and you drop in your script, everything I just mentioned is done automatically for you. And then if I just switch over really quickly to this tab that I prepared, so just to prevent any loading screens, this is what I got. As soon as I clicked all the automatic options and then switched over to the slide section, this is the video that I got. So what I'm going to do is quickly, slowly, sorry, because I'm demoing this, slowly just do a little scroll through so you guys can see what I got, what Content Samurai made for me automatically. All right. So I'll stop around there and I'll just pop back up to the top and explain what I actually did do. So I did say that this was automatic, and it was automatic, but there are a couple of things that I've done. You don't automatically get this theme that we're looking at. So a red background, white text, and then a green secondary reading path. You don't actually get that automatically. You have to select your theme. So what I'm going to do is show you where you can find this theme, because it's a Christmas theme and that fits in perfectly with this webinar and the content. So I'll switch over to the themes tab up here on the left-hand side. I'll go to the normal themes, not the my themes, which are a library of themes that I've created. So I'll switch back to the built-in themes here by clicking the select themes option. And I saw I turned my phone off, but turns out I didn't. Sorry about that. So I'm going to check out these themes. And if I come down a little bit here, or is it just under halfway? Oh, it's a little bit further down than I thought. So just under halfway, you start to see Christmas themes. So there's a Christmas one theme. I can actually switch. So I'll click it so you can see. So we've got same text. Oh, 1 second. Sorry. Give me 1 second. Guys, so we've got the red background and the orange text there. And if I scroll down a little bit more, we've got pretty much the same, but with a different font. And that one's really good for Christmas. I think that screams Christmas, but Tom and I bumped heads over that last night. And obviously you saw which theme we ended up with, so you know who won. And I'll go down a little bit more here. And the first, this is the actual one that we ended up going with here. So you've seen that one. I'll just go down and show you the last Christmas theme. So there's only 4 Christmas themes. They're pretty similar. The only difference really is the color here. One of them has an orangey Christmas color, and the other one that I like has a green Christmas color. So what I'm going to do is quickly scroll up and click Christmas 3, because that's the one Tom and myself agreed on. So that's the Christmas theme that I wanted to talk to you guys about. And I'll quickly just check my notes so I can stay on track. Cool. And the other things I wanted to talk to you about were Ken Burns. So I actually want to do a demonstration of Ken Burns, or motion. Sorry, I should say motion, seeing as we have motion written on top of the slide here in this little drop down box. But other people call it Ken Burns. You could call it motion or zooming in, whatever you like. So you'll notice before on the script section, I had automatically add motion to my slides. So if I scroll down through my slides, you should see this drop down motion box all set to zoom in. So I'll scroll down to the next slide here. Yep, that one has zoom in. The third slide, that one has zoom in, and so on. And that'll keep going throughout my whole slide. So I actually don't have to do anything there. It's all done automatically for me. Another thing I wanted to show you guys is text animations. I'm going to have to show you that in the preview section, because you can't actually change any of the text animations at the moment. You either turn them on or you turn them off, but I'll show you that in a second. Another thing I wanted to show you is an uploaded media library. Now, this was a really heavily requested feature. Everybody wanted this for videos. We have it for images. Now I'll show you, just in case you're not sure exactly what I mean by a media library. It's a section over here on the left. If you click on media, you've got the find images tab, and that's where you actually find images for your slide. You can search. We've got suggested words for each slide just here, and you can actually search, sorry, one second. You can actually search for whatever image you want, or you can switch to the uploads tab, click the big upload images button, find an image that I've actually prepared earlier, click open. And what Content Samurai is going to do is upload that, and then that image will stay in your image library. That means you only have to upload it the one time, and you can use it on any video you like once it's uploaded to your library. So we'll just let that finish there. It's going to take a second to process, and then we should see it in the library. There it is. All right. So there's actually a duplicate because I must have added it before this webinar as a little test and forgot to delete it. So I do apologize for that. But if I click the image, you'll see it's added to the slide here. But I want to make this pop a little bit more. So I'm going to change the layout so the text lines up along the bottom, because you really want your first slide to really be eye-catching. That's something Tom and myself are working relatively hard to get better at. And we just wanted to share that little tip with you, because people scroll through their Facebook feed, where this is where we're going to post this video in Facebook. People scroll through Facebook feeds so often. They're so desensitized, you know, to a video playing. You really have to catch somebody's eye and really get their attention and really grab it. Otherwise, people are just going to keep scrolling. So we find making the first slide the most powerful, the most engaging, and just visually appealing. It really, really works, and it kicks off, it really kickstarts a good video, to be perfectly honest. So there's another thing I wanted to show you that was an image library, but sorry, in the media library, but not images. It's actually clips. So this is the brand new addition to the media library. You can actually do the exact same thing I did with images, where I uploaded it and I could use it on another video, but now you can do that with clips. So here, I'll show you. What I'm going to do is actually add an intro to this video. Look, I'm not sure if this intro is going to stay where it is or if this is the intro for the final product, but for this demonstration, let me show you how I would add a video. So I'm going to click the add video clip right at the start, because I want this video clip to be an intro. Before anything, I want this video to play. So you click that, and now instead of what would happen before, you click the add video clip button and you'd actually have to locate the file on your computer, and then you would upload it and it would fit into that slot. But now you click the uploaded video clip and you can see what I've got here. It's kind of like a blank slide. It says, please select or upload a video clip. And then on the left-hand side where my images were, you can see this little dial, this little, I think they're called radio buttons. This little button anyway is switch from images to clips, because it knows that the slide in focus is a video clip slide. And you can see from Tom and myself making the Digital Marketing Weekly newsletters, I actually already have some uploaded clips in here. And I know there's one that I really want to use, which is called Powered by CS, Powered by Content Samurai. Square, because it's the square version of the video. So just by clicking that, I've added it to my slide. That's it. That's how easy it is now. So if you can upload your clips to the library, all you have to do is click the add video clip button, find it, and click the video from your media library, just like adding an image. So what I'm going to do is actually play that so you guys can see the video that I just added. All right, so you might notice that usually is at the end of our videos. If you guys make it to the end of the videos, you might have seen that. So that's an example of the uploaded clips library. So all of your clips will stay, or your video clips will stay on the left-hand side here in your library, and they're ready to use on any video you want. Just click the add video clip button and find the video clip from your uploaded library. Okay, now I've already shown you the Christmas theme, but there's one other Christmas thing I want to show you.
Sorry to interrupt, Wayne. What about, I just wanted to see if we could show them the continuous Ken Burns stuff that's going to go live. I don't think we've showed them how that works yet.
That is very true. All right, so I'm actually done for features that are already in the app on the slide section now. But like Tom said, there is a brand new feature that everybody has actually been asking for. This is probably one of our more heavily requested features. And like Tom said, it's probably going to go live a little bit later today. So full transparency, this is a preview. This is not a finished product. Even though the functionality works, the actual interface and the button that you're going to use to do this is not ready yet. So I'll explain that when I get to it. So before, when I was talking about Ken Burns and motion, I'll just click this drop down so you can see the types of motion. That was for each slide. For example, the slide that we're looking at right now is slide 2 of 40. It says 5 simple tricks for choosing the perfect gift. And it has a picture of 2 young girls who look kind of excited, trying to figure out what they're going to get for Christmas. Okay. So if I have zoom in set, what's going to happen is as soon as the slide appears in my finished video, it's going to look like the camera's sort of zooming in, or the girls are becoming larger. The picture is becoming larger. So there's a bit of zooming in and motion going on there. Now, this brand new feature, if I can scroll down to find a slide that has the same image. Okay, perfect. So what's this? Slide 6 and slide 5. Notice has this lady in the red sweater and the red present and the Santa hat. And that's on slide 5. I scroll down to slide 6, exact same picture, the lady, everything, and the same position. Now, what would happen before this brand new feature is that if motion was set for slide 5, it would zoom in, there's no problem there. But then when it would get to slide 6, the image would reset and it would start zooming in again from its original position, if that makes sense. But this new feature allows continuous Ken Burns over multiple slides. So if I slide quickly back up, you'll notice they're the same image. So what would happen is this slide would appear, the motion would start happening. You would hear a voice read out the text. So it would say, so in this video, I'm going to show you 5 simple tricks for choosing the perfect gift. And instead of resetting, because it's the same image, it will keep zooming in, and the only thing that will switch out is the text. So it will say that will ensure you have a stress-free shopping experience these holidays. Now, I know that's not the easiest thing to understand, especially when I'm explaining it the way I do. So what I'm going to do is, at the end of this, I think I have a video ready, prepared, or you can check it out when we post it on Facebook if it doesn't generate in time, when we're doing the Q&A or whatever. But hopefully I explained that the best I could. So if the images are the same, it doesn't matter how many slides in a row. It could be all of your slides, or it could be 2 slides, or it could be 5. It could be as many slides as you want. But if the images are the same, there will be a continuous Ken Burns or a continuous motion across all of those slides. The only thing that will change is the text. But I should say, for this, you need to have the same image and you need to have the same layout. If you don't have those, it won't work. So again, that's a feature that I think is going to go out a little bit later tonight. And I believe what we're going to see is another button up here in the menu section near the motion drop down that I've been talking about, which will be a link button, kind of like, like a chain link button. And what that button's going to do is actually replicate the slide previous to it. So we know that the slides are linked and there will be continuous Ken Burns. Because at the moment, there's nothing visually telling you that this will happen. You might run across it and that's a little bit strange. We wanted to have like a visual cue so you knew that there will be continuous Ken Burns, and that's going to come in the form of a button that will live next to the motion. So like Tom said, we're really hoping to finish that one off and get it out a little bit later, hopefully today or at least this week, because we've been doing a lot of in-house testing with that feature, and yeah, we really, really like it. And you may have even seen it in some of the latest DMWs. So hopefully I explained that there. If there are any questions or you didn't understand anything or you want further explanation, please post in the chat section while I move on with the demo, and I'll circle back, or hopefully Tom can answer them in the chat room. All good there, Tom? I was thinking about moving on to the preview section.
Yes, yeah, I think it's a good idea. Let's move on.
All right, moving on. Now, look, I'm sorry if I'm talking slow or going a little bit slower for everybody. I've watched a few of my webinar replays back, and our internet's not the greatest here in Australia. So I just want to make sure everyone can keep up and follow along with me, because sometimes I notice I move a little bit too fast. So apologies if I'm moving too slow today, but hopefully it's all right. Okay, I'm in the preview section. So another Christmas themed feature that I wanted to show you guys was the music. So on the left-hand side, you'll notice that we have our built-in music. And if I scroll all the way to the bottom, you can see there's a Christmas Wonderland song that we added last year. So what I'm going to do is actually click that Christmas Wonderland song, because I believe you guys can't hear me. Can I share with audio, Tom?
I think so.
Sorry, 1 second. I can. Okay, cool. Now you might be able to actually hear this. So I'm going to play this, guys.
5 simple tricks for choosing the perfect gift. Choosing a thoughtful gift for your loved one can be stressful.
That was extremely loud for me. Was that extremely loud for you, Tom?
It was. It was quite loud.
Embarrassingly loud. What I'm going to do instead of actually playing this is download it, because I have no idea why the volume was so high. And if I download it, I can control that. Now, here's something I wanted to share with you guys. It's a little tip. I don't think we've actually touched on this before. Now, you guys may have run into an experience where you go to the download section and you click the generate your video button, and it actually generates really, really, really quickly, like almost too quick. You're thinking, what's going on? Why is it generated so quick? So I'll click this button and hopefully, actually, it won't happen because I've changed the song. So we'll sit here and let this generate. But what happens if your video generates really, really quickly, almost too quickly? It's probably because it's generated before and you haven't made any changes. You see, Content Samurai is actually smart enough that it knows when you've made a change and when you haven't made a change. So if you come to the download section and you want to download your video again, but you haven't made any changes since you last generated your video, Content Samurai doesn't sit there and regenerate your video. It just gets the version that you've already generated and it will give you that version. That actually isn't happening right now, because last night when I made this video, I made it with a backing track, the music track Almost Back to Life, I think was one of my tracks. And for this demo right now, I just switched it to the Christmas song. So I actually have to sit through the generation again. But because I generated last night with Almost Back to Life, let's say I didn't change the song to the Christmas song. Then if I came to the download section and clicked generate, I would have already had my video ready to download. So I just wanted to touch on that while this generates and we have some time.
And another thing that might be worth mentioning as well is that say you've got a 10 or 15-minute long video, that can take a little bit of time to generate, and you don't have to have your browser window in focus while it does that. You can go off and do other things and it will still happen. But one thing just to note is that if for some reason your browser window is put into the background, it doesn't allow for the window to keep refreshing. I think Wayne was saying there's a browser option that can be turned off or something like that, where it won't actually update your browser if the window isn't in focus. The notifications that you see, so the progress bar indicator, will actually stop working in some cases. So it looks like the video has failed to generate, but all it is that the progress indicator has just stalled on the screen, but the video is still generating in our cloud server. And if you then reload the page, refresh the page, and click generate, you'll run into that instance that Wayne's talking about, where the video is already generated and it will actually generate really quickly. So if for whatever reason it suddenly stops at 93% or something like that, 99 times out of 100, the video has actually generated. It's just that the notifications have stalled for some reason. But you can get the video by just refreshing the page and clicking generate again, and it'll do the quick generate.
What I might do while we sit here and my voice squeaks on webinar, of course, is go through a few questions because we're only at 76%. So I'll start from the top that I can see. Feel free to jump in at any point, Tom, and pick out some other ones that I've missed. So Casey says, great addition, allowing the same image to continue. Thanks for that new feature. And that she loves a little samurai dude gif. Yeah, that little samurai dude's awesome. And you're so welcome, of course, for that new feature. I'm glad I actually explained it properly to at least one person. I'm proud of myself today. So can you, so Darren Lucas, can you add text overlay to a video clip that you add? You can't at the moment, Darren. No, sorry about that. But I want that personally. I think myself and Tom really, really want that. And we're actually aiming towards that. We have to take steps towards that. It's really, really, really a lot of work to get in there. We have to do before we get there. Sorry, I should say. But it is something we're working on and we're just taking steps towards that. That's definitely on our top, I think 4 list, top 4 features, probably top 3.
Yeah. I've got a question from Darren, and he wanted to know, can you add text overlay to a video clip?
That's what I just said.
Oh, sorry. You know what, guys? You know what? We've got 2 different chat windows. We've got chat and we've got Q&A, and I've got completely confused.
Right.
Okay.
Cool.
I have another question. I have one that hasn't been answered this time. Susan was just wondering why she said that in some searches, stock images from places like Dreamtime are showing up in the database, and she wanted to know why. To be honest,
that's a good question.
I actually have no idea to look into
I know.
that. You do?
Yeah. So what actually happens is when we search for an image, we search for images from a place called pexels.com, which do Creative Commons 0, which means you can use them, a place called Flickr, and then we go to Google and Bing. Google and Bing images, and we ask them for the royalty-free version of their images. So basically, we go to Google and we say, hey, can you give us images, but make sure they're royalty-free? Now, what happens, unfortunately, is that there are some people out there on the internet who love taking stock photos and putting them on Google Image royalty-free. And basically, they're doing it so fast that Google can't keep up with the copyright and remove these images. So what you're seeing in Content Samurai are actual images coming from the Google royalty-free library, even though some joker has uploaded that image and it's not royalty-free. So there's not really a lot we can do. We're actually asking Google for the correct type of images, but it's kind of them, if that makes sense. It's them and not being able to keep up with these jokers who are putting up watermarked and not royalty-free images.
A question that I've seen popping up a few times is just people asking square format as opposed to the rectangular format, and if there's a preference and why. Basically, the 2 formats that Content Samurai makes are the landscape version, which is 16 by 9, is it?
Yeah,
16 by 9, and that format's great for YouTube and other players where the way that people consume video is in that format. However, on Facebook, you don't want one of those videos that's kind of, that rectangle landscape size. You actually want a square video because it commands more screen real estate. So a square video will show up better on a mobile phone than one of those rectangle videos will. So our preference is, if you're making a video for YouTube, make the rectangle or the 16 by 9 version. If you're making a video for Facebook, make the square version. And the beauty of Content Samurai is you can make a square version for Facebook. You can clone the video, go back to the script page and actually change it to 16:9 and then generate it again. And you'll have 2 videos in the 2 different formats, one for YouTube, one for Facebook, and it's super simple to do.
Yeah. One thing I would like to add to that is Tom is 100% correct, but you can't unlock the script if you have a video clip uploaded in your slide deck. So let's say in that scenario, you created a video in 16:9, which is landscape, say for YouTube, and you also wanted to make the same version for Facebook. What you do is you'd clone the video. You'd go into the slide section, make sure there's no videos, just delete them. Then pop back to the script, unlock it, switch it to square videos, and then you have to go back to the slide section and add your videos back.
Could you do a quick demo of that, Wayne? Just clone the video you've got now and show people?
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So you can still see my screen, right?
Yep.
Beautiful. So what I've done here, well, this is already unlocked. I'll tell you what, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to refresh this page so we can actually do it just like you would see it. But I'm going to change it from the square format to a landscape format.
Let's clone this one first so we don't lose this one. So that's the key to the step, guys, is to clone the video first, and then do it.
That is a good point. That is a good point. Right. So we had it was the video with the girls. I might delete this one so we don't get confused once we clone this video. Okay. So look, starting very, very clean. Here's one video. I'll clone the video. Whoops, I hovered over delete for too long. I gave myself a bit of a scare. All right, so 5 simple tricks. Now, if I replace the part that says clone with YouTube, that makes it easier for me. And you'll notice down here, the part that I've highlighted, making changes to the script has been disabled for scripts that contain uploaded video clips. Please make changes directly on the slides. Okay, so let's head to the slide section. This is because I added that Powered by Content Samurai clip. So I'll load up the slide section. I'll find my video clip. Sorry, I'll just continue that little warning. So I'll click delete. That's gone. If there were any other video clips, I would have to go through and delete them also, but I know there's only that one. Oh, and my computer's almost full. So let me click to the script section and another warning. Sorry, guys. Now I'll click edit the script because I can unlock my script now. And once unlocked, I can switch over to landscape mode. Now when I go to my slides, you should see bigger slides. Ta-da! So there you go. I'll just get rid of this warning again. It's just letting me know that I have already recorded my audio and any changes may delete some of the audio recordings. So I won't change any of the text. But yeah, so that's how you change it to landscape mode. Just be careful about image positioning, especially if you're going from landscape mode down to the square videos or the 1:1 format, because images get shrunk down, but sometimes you might just see, one of the girls, say, for example, in this image, or you might not see the part of the image you actually wanted to show off because things have become smaller. So you might have to just adjust the image by clicking the adjust background image button up here and zooming in and moving around. And then you can click done. So yeah, so that's how you switch. Just be careful with images. And like Tom said, if you're going to upload video clips again, try and get the square format of the video. You can actually put in the landscape version or the 16:9 version, but it just won't look as good as the 1:1 or the square version.
There's a question here. Anne said, is there a time length requirement for the video to be added? There's no minimum time that you can upload, and we haven't hit the maximum time yet. I don't think anyone's broken it. So
no.
Try it out. As always, if something breaks, submit a support ticket and we'll see what we can do to help you out.
Yep. One thing you should note, the larger the file is, the video clip file, the longer the video is going to take to generate. And actually, something that you guys might not know, might have run into, what's going to happen is your video will generate normally. And if you have a really big video clip or you have many video clips, it will look like it's getting stuck at 95%, but that last 5% is actually Content Samurai uploading the video clips to our servers so it can be put into the generation process. So you might get to from 0 to 95 in a few minutes, but that last 5% might take 20 or 30 minutes, depending on how many videos you have in your slide deck and how big the video files are.
There's a question from Trent, and he wanted to know, can you please recommend any royalty-free music and video sources? One royalty-free video music sources that you can use is YouTube. YouTube actually do have a library of royalty-free music that you can use. I think I don't have the link handy, but I'll see if I can find it and post it into the Facebook group after this. In terms of video sources, I don't know of any off the top of my head. Wayne might know some.
Video sources, I don't know any free ones, but there's a site called videoblocks.com, I believe. I'll find out in 2 seconds. Well, I'll find out right now. But they're a really good source. They're not free, like I said. I think you pay around $99 for a whole year, but they have a lot of really, really cool stuff. There's actual footage, there's backgrounds, there's After Effects templates, there's things like that. So, you know, that's a really cool place. I really like that. So I'll get the link and I'll pop it up in the chat room.
There's a few people that have posted some links in the chat box. Casey mentioned that VideoBlocks is now storyblocks.com, and Dave O'Neill mentioned videos.pexels.com as one.
You are right. VideoBlocks kind of is Storyblocks. That's right. I must have been getting confused. Anyway, if you type in videoblocks.com, the page actually still loads. So that's why I was calling it VideoBlocks. Thanks for correcting me.
All right, guys, we're getting to the tail end of our allocated time, so we'll answer a few more questions. I'm going to try and blast through a few now. Irene wanted to know, is this being recorded? Yes, it is. We're going to send out a replay very, very soon. David O'Neill, sorry. He said, could you publish a coming features hit list? I think that's a great idea. One thing that I just thought of that we might be able to do early next year to kick off the year is for our first webinar, we could actually do a webinar where we show you some of the upcoming features that we've got planned and possibly get some input from you guys. So if that's something that you'd like to see as a webinar early in the new year, let us know in the chat box. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know if you want us to do that, because that's something we could definitely do. Any questions that you can see, Wayne, that we haven't answered?
There's one that was, can you add a live link to your video? We can't, because what we actually do is give you the full, what am I trying to say? Oh my gosh, I've lost it. So what we actually do is give you a video file so you can actually upload that wherever you like. You can't add links into video files. You actually have to use links on whatever player. So for example, YouTube has calling cards, annotations, things like that you can add over your image that are clickable. There are other video players that you can use to embed videos on your website that have clickable links. But what we do is we actually give you the video to go do whatever you want with. We don't box you in to, you know, some places might have you go to their website so you can watch your video and then they can use clickable links. But we don't do that. We let you choose wherever you want to use your video. But if anybody has any tips or tricks on how they use links, please either post them in the chat, post them in the I Use Content Samurai group. Personally, us, when we do a video, like how you registered for this webinar, we put a video and we put a link below it and we reference that link below the video. So yeah, that's how we do that kind of thing, the hot links in the video.
Yeah. couple questions here. One from Fitz. Is there any way to adjust the size of the picture? Sometimes it comes in too big. At the moment, there's no way. I understand what you're saying. But there's no way to make it smaller based on the ratio. Sometimes you'll find it's too big, but if we were to make it smaller, you'd end up with these blank parts on the side with no image, and it would look kind of odd. So we allow you to scale them down as small as they can go while still fitting the aspect ratio that's there. One trick that you can do though is you can make it as small as it goes and move the image up or down or left or right to try and make it work. That's one option that we do if the image doesn't go small enough. But yeah, there's no way to make it any small. A trick would be to get the image from somewhere else and actually edit it so that it's at the right aspect ratio and then upload it into Content Samurai.
All right, cool. So what I might do to finish this up is answer this one quick question. Then should I play the video or post it up in the channel? I'm not sure. I'll try and play the video, but if it comes through really, really loud, again, like it did in the preview section, we might have to skip it. So, so long, Anne. She's got to head off to work. David O'Neill says, please publish an image size guide. We actually have one of those in our help center. I'm going to play the video. I'll grab that and I'll send it to you. But just so you know, landscape videos are 1280 by 720 pixels. And the smaller square videos are 700 by 700 pixels. But I'll link you in 2 seconds. What I'm going to do right now is open up my newly downloaded video. Hopefully the volume's low enough for us to actually hear things. I'll pop that there. Start it again. All right.
5 simple tricks for choosing the perfect gift. Choosing a thoughtful gift for your loved one can be stressful, time-consuming, and downright exhausting. So in this video, I'm going to show you 5 simple tricks for choosing the perfect gift that will ensure you have a stress-free holiday experience these holidays.
Everybody saw that continuous Ken Burns, and I'll just play it again from here. Sorry, guys.
And downright exhausting. So in this video, I'm going to show you 5 simple tricks for choosing the perfect gift that will ensure you have a stress-free holiday experience these holidays. Number 1, help them relive their childhood. Childhood memories are often some of our happiest. So choose a gift that takes your loved one back to their happiest times as a child. Retro gaming systems, action figures, a special book, or their favorite childhood movie are just a few of the gifts that can help someone relive their favorite childhood memories. Number 2, give them an experience. Gifts don't have to be a physical item. In fact, giving someone an experience that they never had is one of the most long-lasting gifts you can give, as they'll cherish the memory forever. Skydiving, swimming with dolphins, an escape room experience, or a spa pamper package are all excellent choices. Just remember to choose something they've never done before. Number 3, the gift of time. Often the most valuable gift we can give is the gift of our time. For example, you could give a babysitting voucher to parents of a newborn baby. Or if you're good with tech, you could give a fix-it voucher that allows the recipient to ring you when they need help. Number 4, Secret Santa snooping. A great way to discover the perfect gift is to do a bit of Secret Santa snooping on social media sites like Facebook and Pinterest to quickly identify what the...
I just saw that. Nate said, why is the voice and not synced with the slides? It actually was on my end. I think it's my internet connection. So like we said before, we're going to actually post this in the I Use Content Samurai group, I believe, and maybe a couple of other places, maybe Content Samurai on Facebook. So if you're part of that group, we'll post it up there and you guys can have a look, and hopefully it won't be so laggy and out of sync. Yeah. Casey said, nice job on the video. Truly an expert. You have truly made me blush. Thank you so much. But yeah, the voice isn't synced. Yeah, it's just the lags. Thanks, Nader. So what we might do is wrap it up there. Do you have any questions you wanted to answer before we trail off?
No, I think that's it. Yeah, if we didn't answer your question, sorry guys. There's a lot of text going on in the chat window. So the best place to ask the question would be on either the replay page when this goes out, or ask it in the IO's Content Samurai Facebook group. Those are two places to ask it. In terms of things you guys should do after the webinar, I think there's three main things that I would love to see everyone do. Number one is get the free video listicle template. Posted a link to it just before, but Wayne might be able to post it again. Number two, join the Facebook group, the IO's Content Samurai Facebook group. Again, we'll post a link to that. It's an excellent place to hang out with like-minded Content Samurai users, get some ideas, get feedback on videos, get tips and tricks, all of that sort of stuff. We also run some giveaways from time to time, so make sure you post and join the group so you can get in on those. And the third thing, and probably the most important thing to come out of this webinar, is to start making holiday videos now. If you haven't yet made any, as I said, grab the free video listicle template, use that as a guide to make your first holiday video, and make some other holiday videos and post them in the IO's Content Samurai Facebook group if you want to get some feedback before you publish them, you know, on your internet or on your website, or send it to your email list or anything like that. Everyone's happy to give feedback on them. So yeah, make some holiday videos. We'd love to see them in the IO's Content Samurai Facebook group. Thanks for joining us today. Sorry if there was some technical difficulties with internet and things like that. As Wayne said, we live in Australia where the internet isn't always that great, but we hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, hope to see you in the IO's Content Samurai Facebook group. And I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Stay safe and make lots of videos. Anything else, Wayne?
Tom, you pretty much said it all. Thank you everybody for turning up. Appreciate it. And yeah, happy holidays. Thanks guys.
See you guys.
Thanks for watching until the end. Remember, download the free video listicle template below and create a holiday themed video using Content Samurai. If you don't already have a Content Samurai trial, you can sign up using the button below.